Pile the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this new moon in Gemini, May 26, 2025, psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements, earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You may want to watch the entire video because this new moon in Gemini is not just going to affect your sun sign only. So if you know the elements that correspond to your sun, your moon, your rising, and your cusp sign, if you're born on the cusp of your sign, you may want to check them out. Because remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign could resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you really might want to check out your cusp sign. So before I get started on this reading, I just want to let you know I'm having another giveaway for this new moon in Gemini. Now, stick around to the end of the reading, all the way to the end, and I will tell you I'm offering two giveaways this month. One for people that live in the U.S. and one for people that live outside the U.S. So I'll give you the instructions and show you what the giveaways are at the end of this video. So stick around. Also, just to let you know, if you want to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, those links are all posted. Not every link, but the most recently recorded links are posted down below in the description box under this video. Or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page, and the links will also be there. So, all that being said, now on to your psychic crystal reading for the new moon in Gemini. And I'm starting with the element of Earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. You're going to be talking to a lot of people. Communications are extremely highlighted for the Earth signs over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you are putting something in place, and I hear taking measures, measuring things. It can be taking measures to put something in place, but I feel it can also involve, you might be measuring something because you're going to put a piece of furniture in a place, or you're buying a cabinet, or you're putting in a pool, or I don't know what you're doing, but you're measuring things because something is getting moved into a spot, or you're purchasing something. Some of you Earth signs may find yourself giving a speech, a lecture, a dissertation of some sort. It could be a video on video. It could be something you write in a blog. But it could be in speaking, like giving a speech, giving a presentation. Could be a PowerPoint presentation. Could be teaching a class. But for many of you, it comes up as giving some sort of speech or presentation. Some of you Earth signs may ask your employer for more money. You may be asking for a raise. Or if there's something else that you do, like you have a business, a company or a business, and you charge a certain price for your products and services, this new moon in Gemini may cause you to want to increase your prices and ask more for the products and services you provide. But if you work for another business or company and you're not a business owner yourself, you may be asking them for money. Or you could be asking a bank for money, loans, or friends or family. Some of you, there's going to be some kind of big spill of some sort that you need to clean up. I mean, it could be like you take a carton of milk or some big container of tea or juice or whatever, and it slips out of your hand and you drop it, and it is a gallon of mess all over the place. It could be like that. It could be gasoline, it could be oil, it could be something in your home, it could be like a big container of laundry soap. I don't know what it is, but it is a big spill and it is a big mess. Something you do catches on really quickly. So if you're trying to promote something, sell something, a product or service, or you're starting a new catchphrase, or you're starting a YouTube channel or a Rumble channel or a business or something, it could be a style of dress or hair color or makeup or something you're doing is going to catch on. It's going to be popular. It's going to be well received. Some of you will be graduating. You could be moving up a level. This could be graduating. So it could be over. You graduate, it's over. But some of you are graduating and then moving up to the next level. It could be in school. It could be a training program. It could be at work. It could be even spiritually. I feel that some of you earth signs are going to have somebody that wants to see you because they've got an important message to tell you. It could be insider information. It could be a secret that they're sharing. But whatever it is, it's important information and it's positive that you're getting it. So if somebody says, I need to talk to you, or I got to talk to you later, or I have an important message for you, it's not a negative message. Or it's not negative for you to get this information. So now here are the 3 cautions for the earth signs. Don't break your neck to do something and go out of the way for people that aren't really going to understand or appreciate it. So if you're having some kind of gathering, I feel like it could be party related, gathering related, or it could just be your kids or your spouse, like your immediate family. Don't break your neck and go out of your way so hard on something, because the people you're going to do it for aren't really going to appreciate it. They may not acknowledge it. They may just think, oh yeah, okay, thanks, that was nice, blah, blah. Like, so don't put yourself out too hard in some regard, especially if there's a party, gathering, or celebration, or some dinner or thing that you need to do that would be for other people, because they're distracted, they're not paying attention, or they're just not going to appreciate or care or recognize all the hard work and effort you put into it. Don't second guess yourself too much, earth signs, because it's going to cause confusion and delay where other people are going to feel like you don't really know what you're doing. Or they're not going to have faith in you. They're going to feel like they don't know what they're doing, or they're too unsure of themselves. I'm not going to hang my hat on what they're saying or doing or offering. So don't second guess yourself. Act with confidence, purpose, and determination, or else something that's going on over the next 2 weeks or up to 30 days is going to put people off, and they're going to feel like you don't really know what you're doing, or they don't have confidence in you. And you don't want people to look at you like that. Some of you need to be careful of how you are reacting and responding to people. Because something you say could be perceived by people around you. Could be clients, could be customers, could be your family or friends, that they think that you're being snobby, like, And you might not be that way normally at all, but it could be just something you say that makes you come off like an elitist or a snob, and that's not going to go over real well. So just keep those in mind. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. Now on to the element of, what am I on now? Water. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This new moon in Gemini could make you water sign people really be itching to get out and do something. You may feel like, I'm tired of being bored, or I want to do something different. Like, you could really be inspired to change up what you're doing, or just get out, get up, get going, and be active. Some of you water signs are going to be really peering into the future, and you may be doing it psychically. It could be in dreams, it could be psychically, but it could also be just thinking about your future really strongly, or trying to visualize your future really strongly. But you could be psychically, I mean, come on, you're a water sign. Water signs are sometimes the most psychic. You may be really picking up psychically the future. Some of you water signs are going to relish some success that you get over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. So something that you're working on, or something you were hoping for, or something that you produced is going to be success. You get success in some way. Some of you water signs could be talking to other people, or be involved in areas of competition. So if you're not engaging in competition, in some form of competition, you could be talking about some sort of competition that could be coming up. Some of you could finally get the approval or some kind of positive feedback or rating that you've been waiting for. So it could be like feedback in comment sections, or positive rating for a business you owned or something you've created, where people can leave a rating. Like, I give you 5 stars, I give you 3 stars, I give you 4 stars, whatever it is. But it could be coming from bosses, higher ups, people in a company or business you work for. If you own your own business, it could be patrons and customers and clients. If you're online, it could be from commenters and reviews that people leave online. But you're getting some kind of rating that you were waiting for, but it's going to be good. This is a positive thing. Some of you water signs are going to move up the ladder. You could get promoted over the next 2 weeks or up to 30 days. Also, somebody that is below you, like in the hierarchy of like a business you own or a company you work for, they're also getting moved up. So you're moving up and somebody below you is getting moved up. This could also be in some kind of school or educational setting, or it could be, going back to that rating comment, message I got before. It could also be a rating or a ranking system, where if you get some kind of rank, that could be in the military, but it could be a ranking system, like, I don't know, on Google, I don't know on what, or on some, on YouTube, if you have a YouTube channel, I don't know, but some kind of rating or ranking, you could be going up the ladder here from this new moon in Gemini on May 26, 2025. Some of you water signs will be retaining a lawyer to write something. It could be a letter that gets written that like solves an issue, so you don't have to like wrangle in court over it. But I feel like it's going to be good. It will work out in your favor. It's going to be a wise decision to write this letter. I feel like it stops some kind of problem. So here are the 3 cautions for the water signs from this new moon in Gemini. You have got to be careful you don't overcommit yourself, overpromise, or bite off more than you can chew, especially when it comes to friends or I shouldn't say commitments to friends and plans. It could be that. For some of you, it's that. But it could even be in some other area of your life where you're like, oh, I can handle that. Oh, it's not going to be hard. I'm going to be able to do it. Sure, pile it on. And then you're like, whoa, I shouldn't have agreed to that. You could really regret over biting off more than you can chew, over promising, over committing yourself. Be very careful of sneaking around behind somebody's back because you're going to get caught. That could be even like driving by somebody's house to see who's there, or stalking on social media, which, you know, if people are on social media, you are putting yourself out there. So, but something you're doing is going to get known to the person you're doing it to. If you're sneaking around, any kind of sneaking around, it's going to get found out. And you may think you get away with it initially, and it could creep up later that you didn't get away with it. Somebody saw you, or the person you're, whatever, whether it's a business or an individual that you're looking into, and you wanted to sneak around about it. You didn't want them to know. Well, they're going to find out. And you're going to feel really foolish. So be careful of any sneaking around stuff over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Something you want to start, initiate, pilot, a new program or something. If you do it now, especially the days around the new moon and for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, it's going to flop. So I would not initiate something like, I hate to say this, you can do what you want. I mean, I'm just the psychic here giving you messages, and it is a general reading. So if you have your heart set on starting a love relationship, like really committed into it, or a business, starting a new business, or a new website, or YouTube channel, Rumble channel, whatever, it's not going to go well. It's going to flop if you do it over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. So be careful of that. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Before I move on to the next element, I want to let you know I have 4 new video series that I've recorded on Vimeo. The first one is the mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2025. Can you believe we are in the middle of the year already? I feel like time is speeding up. I wouldn't be surprised. I actually listened to a video this morning where a guy, I've already been thinking that for a while, but I listened to this guy, and it was an old prediction somebody talked about from like the 90s. And this other channel was putting it on YouTube, and I was listening to it. So time does feel like it really is speeding up. And I feel that, I don't know, maybe it's our consciousness. Our consciousness is perceiving it that way. I don't know. But anyway, if you want to see what's going to happen for you this second half of this year of 2025, you may want to get the mid-year Psychic Tarot updates for 2025. And you could get your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, or if you're born on the cusp of your sign, you could get that. Whatever usually resonates with you here on YouTube, or if you like to, maybe you want to get your sun sign and your rising sign. Because it's a very popular series. Many people want to hear what the mid-year update will bring, so you may be interested in that as well. Also, I recorded a video series for Saturn in Aries Psychic Tarot readings. Saturn will be in Aries for 2.5 years. It went in on May 24th, 2025. There's some retrograde action where it goes back into Pisces for a little bit, not long, and then it goes forward again in Aries until April 12th, 2028. So that's 2.5 years. If you want to see how Saturn in Aries is going to affect your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, or your cusp sign, you may want to check those videos out. These video links are down below in the description box in the Show More section under the video. And eventually, when I get my act together, it takes a long time to get them on my website, but they will get over there. You can get the links at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. Now, I have a big video series I recorded, which was Neptune in Aries, again with Aries, Neptune in Aries, Psychic Tarot and Oracle card readings. They're covering a 14-year time frame. So it's going to affect us a lot. So you may want to check those videos out. That link, they're an hour long. Before my son edited the video, it was almost an hour long. So these are long videos, and you may want to go back to these Saturn in Aries and the Neptune in Aries videos over the time, 2.5 years and then over 14 years. Keep going back and checking them out over the time period. Also, my psychic crystal readings for May 2025 are available. So if you want to get a continuation of the psychic tarot readings that I do at the beginning of the month, you may want to check out what my guides had to say for you in the crystal for your sun sign or your rising sign or your moon sign or cusp sign. And again, all these links are down below. They're also on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. When you purchase these Vimeo videos, some people say they're like private readings to them. But remember, you're also supporting this channel to keep going. So your purchases of those Vimeo videos is what keeps this channel alive. So thank you so much for that. So now on to the element of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. It's going to make you fire signs feel like your old self again. And my guides say, up to your old tricks. So whatever you used to be like in the past, maybe you've mellowed out or you've changed in some way. Or you're just somebody that has like very distinct, we all have distinct personalities, right? So this new moon in Gemini is going to make you like the fire signs up to their old tricks. You could let somebody know you're interested in them romantically and or pursue them to start dating them. So for some of you, this new moon in Gemini is going to make you very expressive communication-wise of your interest romantically in somebody or to start to get together and date them. Opportunities abound for some of the fire signs. So, over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, don't be surprised, fire signs, if you get some kind of like unexpected doors open for you or opportunities open up for you. So keep an eye out for that. Be careful you don't party too hard or work too hard because you could crash and burn. This could even be for the fire signs like working out too much. You could crash and burn. You could work at work too much. You could crash and burn. You could party it up and let the good times roll, woohoo, and you could crash and burn. So think of how you're utilizing your energy over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you have an ex that's going to show back up and give you something that was yours that you left behind. Or this is something good. This is something you want. It's not a negative. So don't be freaked out if an ex shows up and gives you something. I feel like it's yours. If you had any kind of claim on something, it gets resolved. So maybe your computer broke down and you sent it back and like there was a dispute over your computer getting fixed or the warranty. Well, it gets solved or resolved. That could be a warranty issue with a car. It could be a computer. It could be anything where there was some kind of dispute or case that got opened up that needed to be looked into. It doesn't have to be legal. This could be, like I said, with a company or a warranty situation. It gets solved and resolved, and I feel it's positive. I feel like it goes in your favor. If there was, this is a weird message. Welcome to Psychic Readings, weird messages. That's what you get sometimes. I hear, this is going to sound weird and maybe a little gross. So here, that's your caution. Warning, 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 warning. Something that, it's going to sound gross, but this is what my guides say. Some seepage issue gets resolved. Now that could be anywhere in your physical body, but it could also be if you had plumbing or water coming in from your basement where a wall and a floor meet or a ceiling and a wall meet. So it could be pipes, plumbing. It could be if you had surgery and there was some kind of seepage from the surgical spot or something. Anywhere in your body it could be. It gets solved and resolved. So I apologize for the little weird thing to say there, but so it could be with your home, your environment, walls, plumbing, pipes, anything like that, or water coming in from outside, leaking things, right? But it could be in your own body. So now here are and it's going to be fixed, so it's a good thing. So here's 3 cautions for the fire signs. Be really, really careful, fire signs. You could have the tendency to make mountains out of molehills over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. You could be like make a big deal out of nothing. So if you feel like you're starting to catch yourself like and going on and on and on and like flipping out, like take a step back, breathe, count to 10, maybe sleep on it. See if you don't feel better the next day. Like, don't make mountains out of molehills. It's going to make you look bad, and it's going to create stress in your body that could then manifest. When you do things like that, stuff can manifest in your physical body, like health problems. You got to be careful about what you eat. Some of you fire signs are going to ingest something that is toxic in some way. It could just be food that's expired. It could be maybe there's some kind of chemicals on it. So, and I'm seeing produce. So you really have to be careful of produce, eating what produce you're eating. It's got to be washed really super, super well. And if you don't normally buy organic, I've heard a lot of things like, as I'm sure many of you have. Some people say they lie about that organic labels, that they just slap that on there and it may not be true. I wouldn't be surprised, okay? But let's err on the side of caution. So if you normally don't buy organic produce, I would buy organic produce for a month, for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, because I feel like you could ingest something where there's something that's toxic about it. It's either rancid, like you got to be careful of nuts too. because you got to check those out, because like when sunflower seeds or walnuts or pecans or almonds, like smell if the bag has a weird smell to it, or like don't eat rancid nuts or any produce. Like that's what I feel you got to be careful of. Oh, this is a weird one. Another weird one. Some of you fire signs are going to catch somebody in the act of doing something that they should not be doing. This could be somebody you know cheating on their significant other. It could be a boss having some kind of affair with somebody in the company or business you work for. It could be an employee stealing something from a company or business you work for. And what you're going to have to decide is what you're going to do with that. Are you going to tell, or are you going to keep it to yourself? My advice on that would be wait. So don't have a quick knee-jerk reaction. If you see somebody cheating on their significant other, or a boss having an affair with a client, a employee, or a professor or a teacher with a student, don't do anything about it right away. You need to take your time and mull this over, whether you are going to share this information or not. Don't make a knee-jerk snap decision about it. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. This new moon in Gemini could bring some of you air signs to start to see someone new. And this could be in a love relationship. But it could also be like if you normally see a doctor or a therapist or an acupuncturist or a business advisor, an accountant, a financial advisor, you could start to see someone new over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. But for some of you, I feel it could be a love relationship. Some of you are going to want to really take out the trash, take out a lot of stuff that you don't use anymore and throwing it out. Going through a lot of things, papers, documents that you don't need anymore, just anything and any kind of cluttery trash, you're going to take it out. Something you say to somebody, it could be in a presentation you make or a speech. It could be in a lecture that you give, whether it's to like work people or family members, is going to be absolutely on point and correct. Over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, but especially the day of the new moon in Gemini and around the new moon in Gemini. This is going to make the air signs more talkative. And the air signs generally are very talkative people. But it's going to make you more talkative. If you're wanting to start something new. Now, I did not get this for one of the other elements. It was like not a good time to start a business. I think it was the water signs. But the air signs, starting something new is going to go really well for you. But I don't know whether that's in a business sense, but definitely things like starting a new diet, starting a new exercise program, starting a new friendship, starting a new club, group, or organization. That's all going to go very, very well for the air signs. I'm not sure about the business, but those things I mentioned will be good for you to start. I also pick up emotional cleansing and healing, and also of your physical body. So for some of you, it would be a really good time to do cleanses, fasting, getting Reiki or any other kind of healing modalities, acupuncture, acupressure, Reiki, anything like that, any other type of healing modalities, you know, reflexology, whatever, would be really good for the air signs to do over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days while the, you know, from the influence of this new moon in Gemini. Some of you air signs are really going to have star power over the next 30 days. So like, you know, creating something new for the public. Anything that you would need to, anything that you could do to get noticed, recognized. This could be your own talents and skills or your own creativity. It could be, you know, in those ways, it's going to go really well for you over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days of like, because I'm getting star power comes up here for you. So now here are the 3 cautions or warnings or cautions for the air signs from the energies of this new moon in Gemini, May 26, 2025. You know, your forgetfulness is going to be really high. So, you know, make sure you got your keys with you. Don't like your keys in the car. Don't leave home without, you know, if you need your debit card or checkbook or whatever, like forgetfulness, appointments. You could forget appointments. You could forget people's birthdays, like forgetfulness. You need to write notes everywhere or put notes on your phone that can give you notifications if your phone has that capability. Some of you could walk on a really thin line between friend and enemy. There could be, because I see you walking on a fence or a tightrope. And it's like, so you got to be careful. You're in some kind of weird territory or predicament or situation where, you know, you could fall into the enemy category or you could fall into the friend category with somebody in your life. So I would proceed with caution over the next 30 days. Like, be careful what you say. Don't make snap judgments or decisions about somebody. I feel like you need to let the 30 days pass before you know, because it's weird. You know, they say there's a thin line between love and hate. Well, I feel like the air signs are walking on a thin line between friend and enemy with somebody. Oh, I hate when these messages come up about stumbling and falling. Oh, no. No, no, no. Because I've been stumbling a lot lately. I don't know what's going on. So you have to be careful. Stumbling and falling, and you could hurt yourself, but that energy is coming up here. So you got to be careful of your footing. Look down. Watch where you're going. I really hate that message. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching my videos. I truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it. Share it with others if you feel it was worth sharing. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get a ding notification when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And when you do comment down below, comment with each other, among each other, and you comment on this channel, and any kind of channel engagement helps put this video up higher on, and the algorithms acknowledge it, and then will recommend my videos to other people that want psychic predictions and messages. And it helps this channel grow. So you really help me out, even though it may seem like such a little thing that doesn't seem important to you. That 1 second to click like or to give the video a thumbs up, you know, however you want to call it, or subscribe or leave a comment or share the video with others really helps me with the algorithm. So I do truly appreciate it. And if you would like any of the special video series I record on my Vimeo on-demand channel, you can get all those video links are down below in the description box. Not all of them, but the most recently recorded ones. And I'm just going to rattle off a few of the names so you know what's down there. My past, present, and future psychic tarot readings using the Osha Zen Tarot deck are available for each sign of the zodiac. My What's Lucky and New for You in 2025 psychic tarot and oracle card readings are available for each sign of the zodiac. My eclipse effects from the full moon lunar eclipse psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings are available for each sign of the zodiac. My new moon solar eclipse in Aries, March 29th, 2025, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings are available on Vimeo. You're still being affected by those two eclipses, so you may want to check those videos out. My financial psychic tarot readings for 2025 are available for each sign of the zodiac. My Big Love readings for 2025 for singles and couples are available. My New Year 2025 10-card Celtic Cross Psychic Tarot readings are available. If you haven't checked out what I got for the entire year, you may want to check them out. 10 cards. It's a big reading, long, lots of messages. And my Psychic Crystal readings for the new year of 2025 are available. In the middle of this video, I mentioned the 4 new video series I have listed. I'm not going to repeat them again here. You can go back in between the water signs and the fire sign element part of the reading, and you can hear about those 4 video series that are available. So now I'm going to talk about the giveaway that I'm doing for this new moon in Gemini reading. So first, if you live in the United States, your giveaway is going to be Wisdom Cosmic Crystal Collection. This is a box, and it has 4 gemstone crystals in it, plus a little bag to carry them in. Sorry, I hope you can see with not get the glare. So this first crystal, you have onyx, jade, lapis, and rose quartz. Onyx, jade, lapis, and rose quartz. So that's the first giveaway. Only if you live in the USA. Shipping overseas is, like shipping in general, is very expensive now. So if you want to get this box sent to you and you live in the USA only for that giveaway, you need to write in the comments section 4 words. 4. The Lucky Mermaid USA. The Lucky Mermaid USA. And I'm going to pick from the comments, from the comment section. And when you win, when I select someone, I will pin their comment under this video. I'm going to pin it. So USA, you write The Lucky Mermaid USA. Now, if you're outside the USA, I am going to give away one of my Vimeo videos. And I'm going to give away What's Lucky and New for You in 2025 Psychic Tarot and Oracle Card Reading. If you win, I will send you whatever sign you want, just one. So you can pick your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, somebody else's sign, and I'm going to send you that link to that video. So outside the US, you need to write 3 words, The Lucky Mermaid. Not run together, separate, The Lucky Mermaid. That's all you got to do to enter. And I'm going to select from the comments section, and I will pin it under this video in a couple of days after the video's been going. So if you win and you're USA winner for that gemstone box, once I announce it, you need to write my email, business email, and let me know you're the winner and send me your address so I can send you this in the mail. So you're going to want to write me once I announce that you've won. The winner needs to write me at at luckymermaid7@yahoo.com. That's my business email, luckymermaid7, the number 7, @yahoo.com. If you're an outside the USA winner, you also need to write me at you also need to write me at luckymermaid7@yahoo.com if you're outside the US. And then I can send you the link. So, my business email, luckymermaid7@yahoo.com. So I hope you guys win. I'm rooting for you. And in the video on, I think it's June 11th, is the full moon. I will announce the winners of this giveaway in that full moon video. But I will have it pinned and linked. I will have it pinned down below under this video who won. So you'll get it faster, or you have to wait until you listen to who the winners are in that full moon video, which is when I'm going to announce it. But the winners will be pinned. So make sure you keep sticking around for these new moon giveaways, because I don't know how long I'm going to do it, but I'm doing it for a while because I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. It means a lot to me that you like these videos and that you watch them and that you engage with this channel. So it's my way of showing some appreciation to my viewers. So I hope you have absolutely amazing energy that comes to you from this new moon in Gemini, May 26, 2025. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.